Hi, this is Patty from Chic Scrapbook Boutique, and I have another technique for you. This one I kind of stumbled upon yesterday. I was out of pink craft paint, and I wanted to paint my bird this pink color with a little bit of metallic paint, and I used a little bit of stickles on it, but I don't know if you can see the texture on there. It's kind of the same as the metal technique that I did a video on, but I didn't use multi-medium. I used this paint, and it's like puffy paint, and you can probably use the stuff that you can get at like Walmart for fabric, that puffy paint. And I also used the folk art metallic paint, and you're going to need 2 paint brushes for this and your heat gun. So let me get started here. And here again, I cut this out of cereal box. So what you're going to do is you're going to just glob on this glue. Or, not glue, it's paint. You're just going to glob it on and try to get a nice, thick, kind of coating on it. And you kind of, textural. You can dab it with your paintbrush to smooth it around. It doesn't have to be like extremely perfect or anything, because you're going to heat it with the heat gun, and it's going to kind of do a bubbly effect again. So you're just going to go, and what I do is just kind of blob it. I just kind of tap it around. But you want a good thick coat, because you don't want it to dry before you get the metallic paint on, because it doesn't seem to work. It almost, the paint has to stay wet. I'm so impatient that I couldn't wait for the paint to dry yesterday, so I thought there wasn't, nothing bad would happen if I just hit it with the heat gun, and I kind of discovered that, wow, this is really cool. So I thought I'd share it with you all. And this is very messy, by the way. Your fingers are going to be really bad when you're done. But that's okay. Mine are usually all inked up and everything, so it can't be any worse than ink and whatnot. Okay. Just making sure that I got it nice and chunky so it doesn't dry right away. Okay, so I squirted some of this metallic paint out onto my newspaper, and I'm just going to dip my brush and get like a glob on it like this. And you're just going to take it and just tap it in spots like this. And don't let it get like dry, because it pulls the pink puffy paint up if your paintbrush is dry. And I just do it till I think, oh, okay, that looks pretty good. And I got enough on there. I gotta add more. Thought I had enough on there. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. I don't know what I was thinking. That's okay. We can make it work. Okay, that looks pretty covered. So now you're going to take your heat gun and you're going to heat it up. And I'm going to zoom in because you're going to see what this looks like. when I heat it. It'll start bubbling. And I don't think it's the like puffy paint by itself. I think it's the reaction to the metallic paint and the puffy paint. Can you see that bubbling? It's amazing. And the more you heat it, the more texture it gives. So I always keep going like back through and just heating it and heating it and heating it until it gets the texture that I like. Okay. Now, it's not dry, just so you know. It does need a little, it'll be like really gooey, kinda. But when it's completely dry, you can do what I did, and I just took the crystal, the crystal stickles, and I stickled it, and it gives it like a shimmer. So there's my quick technique. And the funny thing is I bought these paints like a long time ago and have never used them, and now I think I'm going to use them a lot because I really like what it does. See? It really gives a really cool dimensional, I don't know if you can see that, the dimension on that, dimensional effect on this. Well, I hope you enjoy this technique, and I should be doing another video soon. I promised the painted rusted metal effect, and I will be working on that video very shortly. So thanks for watching. Leave a comment.